let's start in Paris then. Lionel Messi spoken publicly for the first time since signing for Paris Saint-Germain in a deal worth £25 million a year. Gary Cottrell was there for us. He is still there for us. So, Gary, for those who haven't seen you throughout the afternoon, how was Messi today?
Listen, there've been some major football superstars play at this stadium over the years for PSG, hasn't there? Zlatan arrived, what a welcome he got, particularly from himself, I'm sure. Ronaldinho arrived, what a welcome he got. Neymar arrived, what a welcome he got. David Beckham, remember him? He arrived to some brilliant welcome, but nothing. Go away, all of you. You're in the past. Nothing compared to what Messi got, because Messi was absolutely blown away by the reception he got here. It all started when he appeared on the big screen. There were, I would have thought, 4,000-5,000 fans in this small area watching every word he said, liking every word he said, liking the way he looked, how relaxed he looked, how happy he looked. A big contrast to that news conference he gave in Barcelona. But then they went absolutely crackers when he appeared on the stage to say hello. He didn't really need to say anything, he just appeared. The fans, the fireworks, the flares, it just went absolutely into a frenzy. And he's seen some big things in his life, he's seen some big things in his career, had some big nights, had some big afternoons, but I'm sure this will live in his memory. His family were here to see it. It will live in their memory as well. It will live in the fans' memory, the club's memory, and even the journalists who were here. It was something to behold. He does already seem to feel at home. They've certainly welcomed him with open arms, and now he's got to go and prove on the pitch that he's worth the money that's being spent. And he said in that news conference that he feels he can prove it, that he's as excited as he's ever been. And 34 years old, wants to go on winning titles, wants to go on winning trophies.
I want to keep growing, keep winning titles, and that's why I come here to this club. The team is incredible, and I really want to train and compete now, because I'm going to be playing with the best players. It's very nice. It's an incredible experience to be able to enjoy this. Sometimes you can have the best team in the world and you don't win the Champions League. This is football. It's a very special competition, and that's why it's so beautiful and so important, because they all want to win. We all want to win this competition. Of course, there are so many things changing since I was in New Orleans and then in Barcelona. So many things arrived in my life, so many good and bad experiences as a player and as a person. What I can say today is I've got the same will and the same enthusiasm than when I was a kid. I still feel like this kid. I'm going to give my best to achieve these goals.
So when are we going to see Lionel Messi in his new PSG kit? Well, we'll see him for the first time, I'm told, by the club. Not this weekend, not the weekend after, but in 3 weeks' time, on the 29th of August, Reims away. He'll have the away kit on. And then after the international break, in a month's time, on the 12th of September, his home debut here will be against the newly promoted Clermont. That's when Messi, Neymar, Mbappe will be playing together. Messi, M, Neymar, N, Mbappe, M, M, M&M. It's like a chocolate. It's going to be tasty here, Mike.
Gary Cottrell, get off. Gary Cottrell in Paris for us there. Now, the whole world is absolutely buzzing about this move. There he is. Lionel Messi has gone from Barcelona to Paris. Well, nearly the whole world. Kaveh Solhekol not buzzing at all. He's been grumpy all week. He's been saying it's all about money. Kaveh, this is a player who wants to win trophies. Is that not right? In your own time.
You're saying that he's just going there just because he wants to win trophies. I think part of the reason is that he wants to win more trophies, and he will have an excellent chance of doing that at PSG. He'll have a good chance of winning the Champions League again. Look, I'm not here to have a go at Lionel Messi at all. He is considered to be arguably the greatest ever footballer this world has ever seen. Everything he gets, he deserves. Good luck to him. I think, though, a lot of people in French football will have mixed emotions about this transfer, because on the one hand it is fantastic news for French football. It raises the profile of French football around the world. A lot more people are going to want to watch French Ligue games now, and also for the other clubs as well in the French First Division. It is good news to be playing against Lionel Messi and PSG twice every season. So that side of it, good news. The other side, what about the competitive balance in French football now? Because a lot of people forget that PSG were only formed in 1970. So they are about as old as Dharmesh is.
That old?
That is how old PSG are. Before Qatar Sports Investment bought PSG 10 years ago, they'd only won the French title twice. Since then, in the last 9 years, they've won it 7 times. We had a situation before the Qatari investment where, apart from Lyon winning the title 7 years in a row, the French First Division was pretty competitive. You had different teams winning it the whole time. Bordeaux, Lille, Montpellier, Marseille. You didn't know who was going to win it every season. That has obviously totally changed under the Qatari ownership of
Kaveh,
PSG.
they came second in a one-horse race last season.
Yes, they came second to Lille. Congratulations to Lille. They did a fantastic job. Almost impossible to finish ahead of PSG. They did it. But how many people really think that PSG are not going to win the title again? You look at their wage bill. I think their wage bill is now going to be 5 times that of their nearest competitor. You've got teams in the French First Division whose annual wage bill is about £20 million, and then you've got PSG whose annual wage bill is probably going to be about £500 million. So on the one hand, yes, great news for French football. On the other hand, you have to be concerned about the competitive balance. Having said that, we've been concerned about the competitive balance. Well, people in France who are interested in football have been for the past 9 years.
I think wages is a really good way of looking at success. We should explore that at another time. Before we leave this, Dharmesh, this might sound a bit odd, but stay with me. Pochettino, best job in football or worst job now?
I keep hearing that he's got the worst job in football because he's going to be under so much pressure now that he's got Lionel Messi. But he's got Lionel Messi. He's got Kylian Mbappe. He's got Neymar. He's got Angel Di Maria. It sounds like one of the best jobs in football. And I know Kaveh's argument is, look, you know, they only got formed in 1970. And he knows, he's so knowledgeable about it because I think he was on a student exchange at the time when he was in Paris. So he knows all about the history. Why isn't it the best job? It can't be the worst job. The worst job, it's being painted out that way because there's so much pressure on PSG to win the Champions League.
Well, they've got to win everything.
Well,
they've got to win everything now.
So
every game.
Well, that's what a massive club is expected to do. So Pochettino knew what he was going into when he joined. And you could argue, look, he didn't pass the first test when Lille won the title last season. Now he's got Messi. What a dream. The headache he's got at the moment is, how do I fit a team that's got Neymar, Mbappe and Lionel Messi at my disposal? I don't think that's a bad job to have, is it?
What do you think, Kaveh? Is it that put Pochettino under massive pressure now to win every single game?
I think he's always been under a lot of pressure. I think the other interesting question to ask is from a football point of view. I know this sounds absolutely crazy and incredible, but has he got too many players up front who are a bit similar? I mean, it's no bad thing to be similar to Lionel Messi, but I think the way Mauricio Pochettino likes to play is it's very high intensity. His players have to do a lot of pressing. His forwards have to do a lot of pressing when they're out of possession. And obviously that is not something that Neymar is renowned for. And I don't think it's something that Messi is renowned for either. So that is a bit of a problem for Mauricio Pochettino to sort out going forward. But obviously it's a great problem for him to have.
Yeah, well, unsurprisingly, the discussion turned to FFP. This is what the PSG president had to say.
We're not going to promise something we couldn't, so we know that we could sign him. And I think today, as you can see, I mean, what Leopold also bringing to the club, it's a huge. And that's, I think, what you as media need also to focus in. It's not just only the negative side, let's say, but I think there's a lot of positive he's bringing to the club, and you can see in everything in the term of commercial, in terms of social media. It's amazing, honestly. He's, I mean, you know, a big asset for the club. The club being increased in every single part of the club in terms of commercial. I mean, unbelievable. 3 days. I mean, you know, later we'll maybe give you some numbers. You're going to be shocked, honestly, in the numbers that we have.